If you've been struggling to articulate what you do and you feel like your brand is kind of messy, doesn't really represent who you are and the magic of what you do, then join us for the Brand Edit. It is a 4-week group hybrid program where we get in depth with what makes you different from everyone else that does what you do. How do you articulate that through your messaging and your positioning, and then even your visual direction so that you leave with a brand that really feels unique to you, creates emotional resonance with your people, and ultimately leads to sales because people understand what you do, why you're different, and they're so excited to buy from you. So the Brand Edit is really special. It's my signature program. There are 4 weeks. Each week has a live workshop, office hours, and there is an additional option if you want extra one-on-one time. But I'm right there with you from beginning to end, reviewing in the docs, sharing feedback so that you leave with something really incredible. Doors close October 7th. You can join us in the link in the show notes. Today's episode is about possibility. And I think that word, if we sink into it for a moment, can really expand us and we can see what is possible beyond the blinders that we love to keep on, right? Because the blinders are comfortable. It's actually comfortable to think like, oh, I can't do this, or my brand can't get to a certain point. My business actually can't operate at that level. But I also know that a lot of you listeners are very self-aware, and you know that some of those fears are just natural limiting beliefs, and you can bust through those. And today I do want to go through that and show a few real stories from women who have gone through the Brand Edit and just looking at what's possible, right? Looking at the before and afters, because these women are just like you. Some are pivoting their business, some are starting something new, some have had a business for a long time, but it's time to take it up a notch and to bring a new polish and a new unique positioning and vibe to what they do. All of this is because we care about reaching people, right? We want to make an impact at the end of the day. And that means more clients, more sales. But sometimes I think we get lost in that language and we forget the human on the other side. And so that's kind of what I wanted to bring in today is like, let's look at the humans on the other side that are inside the Brand Edit and what is happening for them, how have things shifted. And I hope that you leave this episode with a sense of inspiration and just even a feeling of momentum, like whether you join the Brand Edit and the round coming up or not, that is really that sense that I hope you get from this episode. Welcome to Confessions of a Spiritual Entrepreneur. I'm Samantha Fackler, your host, business mentor, brand strategist, and someone who believes that building a business is one of the most spiritual journeys you can take. I am here to help you grow your business through proven strategies and aligned practices, so ultimately you can make more money while being in a state of ease. Now, why me? I have worked with over 100 companies and almost 14 years in the brand and marketing space. I've worked with brands that you, your mom, and your grandma know, but I am also spiritual. I love astrology, I keep crystals in my desk, and I'm a Reiki master. So I bring an extra little flavor to this conversation. Let's get into it. As many of you know, the Brand Edit is really an experience for you to deeply understand what you're building on a level that you quite haven't discovered yet. It's like finding that focus, how you talk about what you do, how you portray these things in visuals, and how it all maps together so that you are creating a deep emotional connection with people and they can almost feel you through the brand, because that's when people step into our world. That's when people feel safe enough to go, oh, you know what? I have been following her stuff. I trust her and I want to work with her. And this is the time. All of that comes from this work that we do in the Brand Edit. And so I think there are 3 stories that I want to pull out and kind of share with you. And the first is, her name is Jackie, and she came to the program where she was in a pivot. She had a successful coaching business before, but she felt really passionate and kind of had this life story that guided her towards fertility optimization. So she became a fertility nutritionist, and she was building a new business with all these different cool ideas and things a part of it. I will let Jackie share her experience now.
Doing the brand edit was one of the best processes that I've ever been through for my business. I thought so much about branding was just the visual pieces, the photos and the colors and the fonts. And in the end, it is. That is like the deliverable thing. But we went on an actual journey to get there so that it didn't feel like I was just picking these things or I was picking my favorite color, but that I really, by going through the process, could feel the essence of my brand. We literally built it from the inside out. And because of that, I feel so connected to my brand. There's this unifying thread and energy that runs through the brand, which then helps people to recognize the brand, trust the brand, know the brand, see and feel it for themselves. So my job gets easier in the marketing creation process, but also it's more impactful for somebody else who's interacting with my brand.
I do want you to tune into like the sense of power in Jackie's testimonial just now. Like she was able to quickly spin up within a matter of weeks after the brand edit finished a like quick new website, new Instagram. She pivoted all of it. She started rolling out really good content. Things like, non-toxic nail polish colors for fall that are directly talking to her customer, but are built upon the values and the deep identity work that she did in the brand edit. And it's just so cool for me to see these stories live, to see these before and afters. A couple of other stories I want to share with you. The second is Nikki. Now, Nikki came to the brand edit not really knowing what it was going to be about and really not, in her words, like not fully understanding what she was doing. She had a podcast, but she said that it was quite general and she wanted to build more of a business around it. She knew she loved podcasting, but we were trying to figure out, how does she grow this? How does she actually build a business around this? What's the sense of gravity that her business was missing? What we discovered is that she had a really big life story that had to do with relationships. And through the brand edit, we figured out her unique positioning and how that would actually rebrand and shift her podcast and overall brand. And part of this also was her personal brand and how that would play along with the podcast, with the community that she was starting, with the services that she was going to come out with. And within a month, she had relaunched her podcast, completely rebranded, new website, new Instagram. Like she was on fire. She moved so fast. And her first month after rebranding her show, she got 1,000 downloads, which if you are in the podcasting space, that is a lot. That's like getting 1,000 followers in a month, going from 0 to 1,000. Like that is a big deal. And it just proves that when you figure out that unique angle, how to talk about it, and then how to package it together in a true brand way, you are so much more primed for growth because you cut through the saturated parts of the internet. You are able to stand out and you speak directly to your people and they hear you, and it proves in these kinds of results. So I'm so proud of Nikki. It is so cool to see. She's continuing to grow. She's continuing to outpace that. She's just like an enigma to watch. It's amazing. She's also an incredible podcaster. The third story I want to share is Geno. Now, Geno came to me with a coaching business. She was a conscious parenting coach for many years, but she felt like she didn't really have her marketing together. It was a lot of word of mouth. She was working with really cool, incredible women, but there just really wasn't anything to show for the brilliant work that she was doing. So through the brand edit, we got really clear on her brand story, her narrative, how she talked about things on marketing, her visuals, which she really had never done any type of creative direction or brand design before. And she was able to quickly spin up a website within weeks of finishing the brand edit. And she also renamed her offers so that they're more aligned with her overall brand. And most recently, she did this amazing talk at Stinson Beach near San Francisco with all these women. And it was just really, really cool to see her there. These before and afters are amazing. And they are also proof that like when you do a certain set of steps and you are held in the right way through those steps, absolute magic is possible. And I designed the brand edit to have both masculine and feminine energies to support that growth. Because I believe that business has both, and we need both if we're going to move forward and make the impact that we want. So that's kind of how I structured things, right? It's like every week we had a live workshop where we would do hands-on work together in it. They'd have office hours where they could come with questions and things, but they were also given enough space to creatively move through these things and receive the insights that they needed so that it felt like there was a strong flow. So I don't want you to take it from me. I want you to hear directly from them. So here is a little snippet from our program wrap up that was in May, and you can hear from Jackie, Nikki, and Geno now.
This has been an amazing experience. I didn't know what I signed up for. I was like, let's see. And so this is pretty cool. I felt really proud of myself, but it was definitely handheld by you. So thank you for that. At the end of the day, it's a circle within all of us that what we're doing is really empowering women.
I had no idea what this was going to be like going into it. And it ended up being so much more than I anticipated. I was really proud to share that slide deck with you guys. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'm really happy with how this turned out.
The outcome is amazing. And the way you almost like force us, but it gave us permission at the same time of get our shit done during a specific time. Like, okay, you want to work on this, do it. And what I really loved is like, it's not 6 months. It was quick and short. And so I really like the timeline too. So worth it.
Your leadership through this, your thoughtfulness, your reflection points, you're unfrazzled through anything and everything. It's so calm and grounding to work with you. You give so much permission and at the same time still like ask us to challenge ourselves and get more than we would have gotten on our own. You like who you are and the way that we work with you, I think is very reflective in your brand. So it all comes together.
I am so proud of these women. And if you are feeling the nudge to join the brand edit for this next round, doors close on October 7th and we start promptly Wednesday, October 8th. I am so excited. Again, this is a 4-week program and it's really understanding why are you different, how to articulate that, how to make that unique positioning roll out through your messaging, no matter where you're showing up, whether it's your website, Instagram, email newsletter, YouTube, etc., and even some creative direction. So you have some support so that you know your visuals aren't just there because you like those colors, but because everything is telling a cohesive story so that this clicks for your people. This is a hybrid group program, so I am right there with you every step of the way, reviewing the material, sharing feedback on everything. And then there's also a VIP track if you want to upgrade, if you want more one-on-one time outside of this, that is available too. And that one-on-one time is at a discount from my typical deep dive coaching calls. So all of that's available for you to explore at the link in the show notes. Again, if you're feeling the nudge, if you feel called. I think this work is amazing because it's creative and critical thinking. It challenges us, but what we get out of it is so long lasting because it really does put us just on a different trajectory. It makes us feel more powerful as business women and knowing what we're doing, why we're doing it, and the impact at the end of the day. So with that, it's been a pleasure. I'm so happy you're here. I really hope you tap into that feeling of possibility and expansion and tap into that bravery if you do want to step into something new. If you're feeling a little like, ooh, I don't know, sometimes that means there's growth on the other side. With that, thank you for being here. If you have any questions, please DM me at samantha.fackler on Instagram. And with that, catch you next time.